And you will now barrel tune in. You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
What's going on? We are back. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Hope the MLB picks are going good so far. Hope y'all win y'all money out of that. What's up, everybody on TikTok? Now, here we are for tonight's picks for the NBA 3/27/2025. And we're coming in, this part of the season right here, down to the last games. You got to kind of really pay attention who's sitting and who's playing and who got what on the line. So that's basically how I'm, looking over these picks for tonight. So we're going to start with the first game. We have Cleveland Cavaliers versus San Antonio Spurs. Mobley's out for the Cavs, but everybody else is set to go. And the Spurs are depleted their season. You got people just trying to ball, put their best effort, but you don't see too much. So this one is really not a hard read. I think they're going to blow them out early, not score them enough. So I'm taking the under 237 for this game. Lead into this, Cleveland is really on cruise control. They was on pace to try to maybe at some point tie the Bulls record for the 72-10 team, but they came short when they lost against, I believe it was Detroit or the Met. Yeah, I think Detroit snapped that winning streak or snapped that streak for them, snapped that record for them to chase. So I guess now they're taking their time. Resting players need to rest and whatnot. Get ready for the playoff stretch and see if they can make a trip to the finals. So, there's resting players, and I think they're going to be on cruise control, but I feel they'll have enough on the court to secure the win if you want to get the spread, which is at 13.5. But I took the under. I figured it's going to be an easy night, to move on to the next. And, like I said, the Spurs season's over. Looking forward to next season, Wemby and them guys coming back. Excuse me, De'Aaron Fox, them, everybody else who they got and to build on a team. So that's the read I got for that game. We could take it on to the next. We got the Miami Heat going to Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young game time decision. Capella, of course, is still out. For the Heat, the only person out is Brandon Duncan or Brian Duncan, I believe his name. For this one, I just took Bam for 20 points. They think it's going to be a close game, with the 1.5 spread going for the Heat, minus 1.5. But I stayed away from that. I know what to predict what was going to happen, so I just kept it simple with, Bam getting 20 points, and that's that. So that's how we're going to, work with that. Really not much more to get into it. Two teams, I'm pretty sure they'll be in the playoffs, play-in. And that's probably why they might rest trade tonight. So, yeah, it's going to factor in the next, like I said, 11, 10 games they got left. It's going to be a lot of that, people just resting. So you got to check on that and then predict the best you can from there. But I feel Bam can get you 20 and take that and skate on out, man. No sense even playing around with it. On to the next game. We have the Memphis Grizzlies going at OKC Thunder. Another game. I just went Harnstein for a double-double. Everybody else ain't really get a read on. John Morant's still out, so you could probably take OKC for the win, probably for the spread. But if you parlay, just take the money line. For them to win that game, really not much the Memphis Grizzlies can do. They'll probably get some, scoring from Desmond Bain and Jared Jackson, but really nothing much else on that. OKC just, they're just on that tempo now. They're not slowing down. They're taking the season real serious. They're looking to make a finals run and hopefully bring their first final to OKC. And SGA is looking like he's going to be MVP of the year, so he's going to play and show the reason why he is. And his team gelling, and the prediction they're probably going to get to the finals. Some think the Lakers might be might stop them from that, which I highly doubt. I don't see that happening. Another game, like I said, really not a big read. You could take Memphis out, you take OKC. for the spread probably. And like I said, I'm double with Harnstein. I caught that at a plus 100, and I was cool with that. Lay a nice unit on that one. He should get that. So yeah, that's what it is with that game. Like I said, these last games is going to be critical, and you see who's resting, who's not, and who's taking this serious, and try to go with that momentum into the playoffs, with which I think OKC is doing. You know, what I mean, I think last year you learned when they got bounced out by Dallas, who they thought they should have beat. They come with a vengeance this year, and they're not playing, they're not slowing down. So yeah, I want to expect OKC to give it they all each game, head into the playoffs. So with that being said, to the next game, to the Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of controversy around LeBron and everything. Just man, for a week now straight, been heavy in the news. But they're going against the Bulls, who are trying to make some push into, I believe, to be in a play-in, if I'm not mistaken. That spread is 3.5, plus 3.5 for the Bulls. Now we got a game time decision for Josh Giddey, Vucevic, Kobe White, and Lonzo Ball, all game time decision. So they might play. I'm not sure. I would think they would play because to try to secure, make sure they got that spot for the play, which I think they're in. So yeah, this one I got Luka for 4 threes. I didn't do that with nobody else. LeBron only had 13 last night, tipped in the game winner. So with the Bulls beat them last time anyway, I believe. I think they beat him in LA. So this is a second meeting, and if these guys ain't playing, if Kobe, none of them guys aren't playing, I don't see how the game's close. But game time decision, I think they're all going to probably step on that floor to try to win. I don't know if I had to pick a winner, I would go with LA because I think right now they're still trying to learn how to gel as a team, and Luca is trying to get somewhat better on defense. Because man, if they think they're going to make a push, they got to figure out what they're going to do with his liability. Um, it was like that with Steph before with Golden State, but they was able to counteract that with Iguodala locking up the best offensive scorer or whatnot, and things like that they had back then. And Lakers don't got that; they just don't have that right now. So we're going to have to figure it out. But I know Luka, one thing he's going to do is going to score, and that probably hit for me last night, the 4 threes. It's going to hit again tonight too, for sure. So hey, I'll lay a whole unit on that one. Definitely would take that for Luka. He's just unstoppable offensively, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be a work. So yeah, if I had to pick, I'll take LA on this one. They want to knock that out and win just to stay outside keep that controversy, at a minimum, which is impossible. But winning changes a lot of things in perspective. So I think they'll do that. So I got LA 3.5 and Luke for 4 3 for sure. On to our next one. Got the Dallas Mavericks going to the Orlando Magic. Didn't get the spread on this one, but honestly, this one I took. He's a game time decision though. AD, but I got for 9 rebounds if he does play. I think he's going to play because Phoenix lost last night, so Mavs are still some odd reason in the last spot for that play, and they can get it. So that's the only reason why I'm thinking AD is even attempted to come back and play. So I took AD for 9 rebounds. That might get voided. So use caution if you do bet that. But I'm taking Clay for 3 threes, caught it for plus 100. Hell, PJ Washington's out too, so they're going to need whatever they can from Clay. So you got to find a way to get 3 threes to even have a chance in this game. Magic, I didn't take no parlay, but if you was to do it, I think the Magic can pull it off. Money line, but the Mavs are going to give it their all because they're fighting for that 10th spot and last spot for the play-in. So we'll see how they go about that. And, there's a lot riding, but if you're putting AD, you're risking to play him knowing he's injury bound, and that means you must have belief that you're going to get that 10th spot. So they're going to fight hard. I think he's going to play tonight and rest tomorrow. So if he does take that 9 rebounds with him, Clay with 3 threes, I'm going with. And to our other one, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Wizards. Last game of the night. So another game where I didn't see no game time decisions. I seen Halliburton questionable, but they might play. But I got Miles Turner 8 rebounds in this game, and I think the Pacers are going to win with 12.5. They're going to cover the spread. especially after last night's heartbreak when they really well, I won't say shut down, but Luka couldn't do nothing with Halliburton and they lost that game with a tip in. So I think they're going, have a little, frustration with that. So I think they're going to take it out on the Wizards. I mean, who wouldn't? What better team to do it would be other than them? I mean, what the Wizards have, still got nothing going on. I think Middleton's playing tonight. Poole's going to be on the court, but that's not going to stop these boys. I mean, Pacers are going to try to get what they got to last year, Eastern Conference Finals. They got a fairly decent team to kind of make that run. Really, like I said, other than Cleveland and yeah, really Cleveland. I mean, they got a chance. Cleveland and Boston. Other than that, they got a chance to get there. They did it last year. Why not this year with more experience coming in? And they got a chance, a fair shot. So, but it's all about betting, y'all. And I am betting 12.5 spread will be covered by the Pacers and Miles Turner with 8 rebounds for sure. That's definitely going to happen. And yeah, not a lot of NBA action tonight, but that's the games you got. And like I said, just gotta pay attention to the injury reports and what's coming in, and just whoever plays. But also know too, you have players coming off that bench that don't get playing time. That's really gonna give it they all. So that's why sometimes, even though when certain players aren't playing, I still like, hey, you know what? Who's coming off the bench with their average boom, and it might give you one hell of a game because they probably won't touch the court again, or maybe once or twice of this season, unless you get a blowout in the playoffs. I mean, a game in, or they might be Xing out the playoffs a game, whatever case may be, they'll get in for that. Other than that, they're going to show and prove now. So that's how I look at with these games coming up, how that will go down. Yeah, not much NBA, but like I said, also we got college. I'm going to throw that in here too also. First game for college, BYU versus Bama. Plus 5.5 is the spread. 175.5 is the over under. Man, when it gets to this is when the real teams are in. If you was, because we really got no Cinderella, so everybody earned their spots, and that's kind of how we want to see it. Me by the eye test, yeah, you look at the numbers, but the eye test tells me that I like the over. I think there's gonna be a lot of scoring. I see both teams, pushing the way through. And Bama is definitely going to try to get where they need to be. We're predicting them to be, but I don't know. It might be too much for BYU, but both teams are going to put them buckets in there. So I like the over on this game for the BYU and Bama. That's 175.5 for the over under. I will take the over. Next game we have Maryland versus Florida. Plus 6.5 is the spread. 156.5 is the over under total score. This is, it's like you feel Maryland can win just because you feel it could be another miracle. They got a pretty good defense, but I mean, Florida got here for a reason, and everybody's predicting them to get to the championship, and it's hard to go against that because now it's showing improved time, and I think Florida, yeah, it's all seriousness. So if any game I feel is going to be hey, we're going to get through this and cover the spread and beat them down, I'm gonna rock with Florida on this one. And I'm taking the spread. Forget the money line. They're covering that spread tonight. So I like Florida for that game for sure. Maryland had a great season and a miracle last second shot. But they're gonna go in confident, but yeah, confident gets you but so far because Florida just got better talent and great at 3-point, the 3-point shot with that guard. So yeah, I like Florida. If anybody to really cover a spread like that, 6.5 with no nervousness behind it, I rock with them boys. Next game we have Duke versus Arizona. Real good game. How many of the old days? Was it the finals they faced? I want to say maybe the years of Gilbert Arenas and them guys playing against Jason Williams. I'm not sure. Might be around that era right there. But yeah, two great teams coming in. Duke, I just feel there's nobody to play with them. I got Arizona. I think the team total score, I'm gonna take them under 74.5. I don't see them, scoring over that. So that's my favorite pick. Under 74.5 for total points for Arizona. I don't see Duke giving them that much. But if you guys don't want to do that, you just want to go a straight up winner you're looking for, look for Duke. They're not playing. The finals, I mean, the destiny is in their hands on this at this point. And Cooper Flag ain't giving you his best game yet because he didn't really need to. But he want to put some points in this one to lock this down, which I think they will. So my guaranteed bet on my ticket slip is going to be Arizona under 74.5 team total points. But if you guys need a winner, take Duke 9.5 on the spread, y'all. Next, we got Arkansas and Texas Tech. Yeah, Calipari, he got the magic. Wherever he goes, they become winners. And yes, I'm taking them on the money line. I know it's not popular opinion or whatnot, but I think if there's going to be any magic you see in this tournament from a team that you didn't think was going to be there, I'm gonna go with Calipari. I think he can coach his team up to take this victory. So I like Arkansas in this one. That's my money line. That's my upset of the night, which I don't think is upset, but I think they got him tonight. I think this is their game to win. Calipari going to coach up a great game. That's what he's known to do. And this comes down to the better coach. And I think the better coach is going to come from Arkansas. Excuse me. I think it should reflect on their players, the coaching, how it would go. So I'm expecting Calipari to have his team ready and to go out there and take that money line and pull off this upset. And that's what I'm expecting. And I definitely can't wait for that one. Get it come on because I don't mind seeing a team like that in Arkansas. Man, I can go back and remember that 90 back-to-back 92, 93 championship run. Yeah, they had back. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that was a good team, man. Who did they beat that year? I want to say the year Bill Clinton became president. I remember they won that championship. I think they beat UCLA, if I'm not mistaken, the year after that. But yeah, that was a legendary team. So for the historic purposes, outside of the numbers and analytics, I'm gonna go with Arkansas for the money line upset win. Yes, put a unit on that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I like Calipari. I respect him too much as a coach to think different. So I'm gonna just pick coaching on this one. This is based off of coaching and nostalgia. I'm going with the Razorbacks for the money line. So that's how I'm gonna take that one. Yeah, folks. All these games, tip off, especially for college, I believe start at 7, and everything else will follow suit. So all the games should fall in line. Yeah, let's make these picks. Let's win, like I said. It's about to be April. Vacation time's coming soon. So let's get these wins. Put that money, that vacay money away, or you got to get that passport. Let's get that money so we can secure all them things, plane tickets and all that. Let's have a good time. You know what I mean? Complimentary of My Opinions Are Fact podcast for the picks. So make sure you give us a shout out, click, subscribe, follow, share the video. Make sure you like us, man. And you can follow me on all social media platforms. Izzy He Gets Busy. Shout out to all my TikTok people. Y'all appreciate y'all tapping in still. You know where to find me at. Make sure y'all tune in. We'll be back again tomorrow. Major League Baseball is in effect mode. So we're going to be doing that for y'all, the picks I have for you in the morning. Some more NBA, and then we'll have more college. So action packed with a lot of picks, a lot of things going on coming up this weekend. So I can't wait for that to come in. I just can't wait. Love this time of the year. So let's get paid. Let's get this money. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate the love. Make sure I said you click, subscribe, and like the video. Until next time, it's Izzy. He Gets Busy. Salute.